What's up, class? Right now we are about to work on finding the slope of the equation, finding the slope from the equation. I'm going to go over a couple of problems on this quick little 5-minute tutorial. Problem number 1 off the worksheet says y equals -5 over 2 x minus 5. That's the equation. But remember, we used to have to deal with y equals mx plus b. Remember, that's what we always deal with, where there's your y, there's your x. This was called your y-intercept. That was your y-intercept. And this right here was called your slope. Whatever number is in front of that x is your slope after you put it in this form. So our goal is to get it in this form, y equal mx plus b. So let's go look at number 1. Oh, it looks like it's already in the form. There go our y. This is our y. This is our m, which is the slope. And this is our b, which is our y-intercept. So this one is already in order. And what is in front of this x? -5 over 2. So then the slope for this problem, number 1, is -5 over 2. That one was simple. Let's go to number 3. Let's check out number 3 on the worksheet. Number 3 on the worksheet says y equals -x plus 3. It looks like y is already by itself, because remember, we got to have y equals mx plus b. Oh, it's already in the right form. We just don't see a number here. And what number do I always say go in front of a variable that's by itself? The number 1. So really this equation is y equals -1 x plus 3. So there goes our y. Here goes our m. Here goes our b. So here's our m. This one is done. So m will equal, or our slope will equal, -1. These problems right there start off pretty simple. Then we move down to some that get a slightly bit more complicated. Let's do one that's slightly more complicated. We're going to slide down to number 5. Number 5 says 2x minus y equals 1. So remember, we have to get this into the form y equals mx plus b. We got to get the y by itself. We got to get it to say y equals mx plus b. So if that's the form we got to get it into, was y equals mx plus b, we have to get rid of this right there. So then we're going to subtract 2x on both sides of the equal sign. Got me? So now it's gone. That leaves us with -1y equals -2x plus 1. So basically we almost there. We got our b, we got our x, we got our m, but this has a -1 over here, so we got to get rid of that -1. That says y times -1. What's the opposite of multiplying by -1? Dividing by -1. So we got to divide everything by -1. So now that crosses out and leaves you with y equals, what's -2 divided by -1? +2. So 2x minus 1. And so there goes our y. There goes our m. There goes our x. Here goes our b. So what would the slope of this one be? Bam! 2. So m will equal 2. All of these problems are done something very similar to that. You have to get the y by itself. Let's do one last complicated one, and we're going to do number 7, and that'll be our last one for this video. Number 7 says 8x plus 3y equals -9. Well, I already know I got to get it to say y equals mx plus b. I know I got to get it to equal that, so that means I need to get rid of this. I got to put that over there. So I'm going to subtract 8x and subtract 8x. I'm writing kind of sloppy, but I'm sorry. That crosses out and leaves you with 3 times y, 3y, is equal to negative 8x minus 9. So we're almost there. We got our y, we got an m, we got an x, we got a b. But we got to get rid of that 3. And that says 3 times y. So what's the opposite of multiplying by 3? Dividing. So we got divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3. That crosses out and leaves us with y equals negative 8 over 3 x. And what is 9 divided by 3? I believe that's 3, so this will say minus 3. And there is our equation. That's our y. This is our m. That's our x. That's our b. So the answer to this problem, what is the slope? It'll be negative 8 over 3. So the m for that one is negative 8 over 3. Hopefully this video was good enough to get you through this assignment. Just follow those steps and you should do well.